Welcome to the Mulligan Menace. Today we're playing some Mythic Mono-White Lifegain. But first, before we get into the deck list, could I ask you please hit that subscribe button below. Also hit that like button, really does help out the channel. We got new videos every day for you guys. So if you want to see the latest deck list that I'm playing and see a new video every day, subscribe along and you'll be able to do so. Otherwise, let's look at what we got going on here. It's a Mono-White Lifegain deck. I call this Mythic because this is coming from Mythic play level on Magic Arena. I looked at untapped.gg, and this is the second highest tiered deck, or from a deck from the second highest tier on untapped.gg in the Mythic level category that's currently being played. So the nice thing about this deck is that it doesn't take a ton of rares in this, and there's a good shot that you actually have a lot of them already in your possession. But we have 4 Healer's Hawk, which is common. Sanctifier, 4 of, common. We have 4 of Vanguard, which is uncommon. And we have 4 of the Ruin-Lurker Bat, which is uncommon. Pridemate's uncommon, 4 of. Chandler is a rare, but we have 4 of those. Ghosts, uncommon, 4 of. 2 Banishing Lights, uncommon. And then we got rares for the Guided by Light, the Exemplar of Light, and the Leyline of Hope. The whole idea is obviously you want to gain as much life as you can while you're killing them through the air, building massive creatures that you can attack through whatever they put down on the board. These guys grow without any life gain, so that is huge. Idea is you want to have a Leyline of Hope in your opening hand so that you can drop it right away. If you're able to do so, you're trying to gain as much life as possible to get up to that threshold of the 27 life. By doing that, all your creatures grow inside and you get kind of uncontrollable at that point. Guided by Light, the key here is you want to really use that warp ability to help out you to do card draw, because this is one of your only avenues for drawing cards. So by warping this in and being able to gain 3 life by doing so, really can help you do it. The biggest and easiest way to do is if you have like a Sanctifier. By warping this in, you'll gain 1 life by the light, you'll gain 1 by a Sanctifier, then you drop another creature afterwards. You'll end up gaining like 4 life, and then you'll also be able to draw a card at the end of the turn. Otherwise, you might already have multiple lifelink cards on the battlefield. This will give you that additional life, and you'll be able to draw a card off of that. So keep in mind, whenever you're playing this card, you always want to focus on card draw. That's the big thing for that. But all in all, pretty simple deck, 20 planes, and let's get into the gameplay. All right, we go first. This is actually a pretty good hand. We'll keep it. We can drop turn 1 Healer's Hawk, followed by the Pridemate, Shelter by Ghost, and Banishing Light is good removal. We'll do this to get the counter on it. What's nice is we can drop the Shelter on it as well, and it becomes lifelink and helps grow itself. Well, I think we're going to warp that in. He has removal. Alright, that's fine. We can still drop our Pridemate, gain life. With the attack, grow all the creatures. Again, we have a fistful of removal here. Good game. Alright, opponent goes first. We do have land, bat, Chandler, Pridemate, a little bit of removal, and then our Exemplar. We'll keep it. Authority. Not the worst against us. So they probably have removal. We are still going to drop this. Or I should say counter, not removal. They'll do that white-blue. Nope, Syncopate. Don't typically see that one. Still attack in for 1. I'm going to drop that, see if they do counter. They don't. I am actually not going to cast anything else because they're leaving it open for a counter. We know they have it. not a good sign. I think we're going to throw out probably the Banishing Light. We got 2 channelers. We might as well throw that out for their counter. Okay, that tells me that they have a sweeper that they have on top of their deck that they're going to be, that they were scrying. We'll attack in here. We're going to lose we're going to lose the board right here. Yeah, he even had a counter open with that card. So if he wanted to get rid of it, he could have. Tells me there's a sweeper here. Either that or he'll wait a turn. Wanting me to commit more to the board. There it is. We'll get the big boy down since we got him tapped out. Kind of want to gain life. We're going to do that to get rid of that authority. This also should bring out any counters. See if they want to. The thing is, it gives our creature lifelink. I mean, it might have creature removal too. But it gives a creature lifelink, so it starts growing. Yep. So we really can't wait. We got to kind of start racing, so we want to get this out right away. If they end up drawing a sweeper, so be it. They win. There's a good chance because they're already down 18 cards. It's hexproof. Okay. Get that down. We just need to gain life. We have got to do it. We can gain life. That would allow us to start drawing cards. No blocks. We're actually going to warp this in. So that also allows us to cast it again next turn. Oh, that's nice. It also kind of ebbs away from having a sweeper. Or they're going to sweep most likely. But that allows us to have multiple draws here. Oh, we didn't get enough. We'll be able to cast this next turn and won't have multiple draws. We had to gain life to the draw on that. We only gained 2 life, I think, that turn. There's the sweeper. See, now we still have Guided by Light that we can cast. And we might as well do this. Get rid of their council. Okay, coast is clear from counters. That was the perfect card to draw with. We will gain 3 life, draw a card. See if they have sweeper. All right, good game. All right, we go first. Not a great starting hand, to be honest with you. I mean, this is the only way to gain life, and that's kind of like a turn 3 play to do that. We're going to mulligan it. Okay, this is a much better hand. I'm going to keep it. We're going to toss... Man, Exemplar would be fun. I think that's probably the one to avoid, because we can gain more life with the Haliya. We'll do that. Submit that. Be able to gain life here. So we actually gain 1, 2. If we cast this next turn with Warp, we gain 3. We could draw a 1-drop creature. That'd be like the ideal situation. Shelter by Ghost. I'm actually kind of tempted to drop this followed by Shelter by Ghost, because then we get another lifelink trigger. Plus it would give this Ward 2, which makes it harder to hit. Well, there goes our Shelter, I think. Pridemate. Well, let's warp this in. We're going to draw an extra card because that's multiple life. Get to drop that in. Then the creatures grow. That was a pretty good draw. And we also draw a card. Now we drew a land, so we can actually cast this again next turn. Okay. Take action. Yep, we'll put it on our flyer. Good game. All right, 3 land, Vanguard, Ghost, Light, Hope. We don't have any way of gaining life other than dropping that on a Vanguard, so we're going to mulligan this. This is better. Probably going to drop 1 land. Put that out. Hopefully they don't have removal for the Sanctifier. We're looking to drop the Sanctifier turn 1, Pridemate turn 2, whatever we draw turn 3. And hopefully we... we'd have to go land to get to the Exemplar. Roping already. Well, we do have the bat, so that's actually not too bad. So we got a turn 3 play no matter what. Still want to get the Pridemate down, just be mana efficient. If I get like a Vanguard or something, I might drop that with the bat. Oh, they're going to pull back Kato? Or I mean, Mindbitten? Because he has an Arden in there. Unless he needs to land that bad. Come on, buddy. Yeah, there it is. So we're looking in 2 turns, we're going to have an Arden. Okay, we need to start kind of going ham here. Kind of need to go land, I think, for us to have a shot here. But they're going ahead of us, so it's going to be hard no matter what. And that is one of our worst draws. Okay. I mean, he can get the Arden. Arden can still hose us over next turn. We don't have removal for it. I mean, he's kind of on a clock here. Okay, that's not the worst. Overlord, he's going to pull out with it. Just throws more in his graveyard. That does have lifelink. So 6, 10. So he can block those two. Six damage gets in. Gain 5. Yeah, I think I still attack all out. No, I don't want that. I want land, actually. Because that gives us our flying. Oh, he gets Terror of the Peaks. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, if we get land. Never didn't have it. Good game. Alright, opponent goes first. This is actually a pretty good starting hand. 1-2 removal into a exemplar as long as we have the land. Keep it. Vanishing Lights, we got more removal. I think Chandler's the play here. We could give this ward. That's ward 2, so I can't even go after it. Let's just get the Chandler down. That's fine. We can drop shelter and steal their shelter. Tempted to do a Pridemate. Let's do Banishing Light, just be mana efficient. If we get another land, we can actually shelter and Pridemate. Their creature back, we'll get the counter on it. Attack in for 1. We can shelter the Aerialist then, if we have another mana as well. whereas it would take 5 to do Banishing Light on it because of its ward's cost. Okay, perfect. We're going to want to shelter that then. I'm not sure if I want to. I think he has another Shard Mages in hand. He has one land open. Which makes me want to actually drop this first. We'll grow our creatures. We can even drop a Leyline and really start ramping up our life gain. Don't mind this, because I think the ward cost on that's going to get a little nutty. We gain life? No, we don't gain life. We don't have the shelter down. That would have been the nice thing, is if we did drop the shelter earlier, we could have... Okay. We got another shelter. They're keeping that one land open, which is telling me they definitely have a Shard Mage. There it is. He's thinking I don't have removal, simply because this has double ward. All right, we need to gain a lot of life here because they can kill us otherwise. So this does have double ward here, so I got to pay 4. We don't have enough. We need one more land for that. What we can do is cast our Pridemate, and we want to do this so we gain extra life. Or pump this thing in extra time, because we are going to put Shelter by Ghost on our Channeler. We're going to go after the Shelter to get our card back. Just going to make everything grow even more. And that's another nice draw. We can attack in, gain a lot of life. Okay. Now we can actually use the shelter on the Aerialist. No blocks. Gonna make that one impossible to hit. Yes. Auto pay. We're all big enough. I have to block. And good game. This is always a really fun deck to play. Love playing some life gain mono white here. It is good in Mythic tier, and the nice thing is a lot of the decks that kind of beat down on this at the higher levels, you start not to see those as much. So it actually gets better and better the higher levels that you're playing. I was playing this one at Platinum level, but it still is a worthy competitor in the lower levels in those cases. But definitely a very good deck in even Mythic tier, so it's worthy of craft. I think even after the next set comes out, that you're going to be seeing iterations of this deck no matter what, just because it is a very resilient deck, has really good removal in it. All in all, really enjoy it. But if you could, please subscribe below, hit that like icon, and you'll be able to see daily videos that I post, and have a fantastic day.